Hey owners, grab your cups because it's Freedom Friday on the Own Your Now show. Let's go, Lady-O.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's time for the Own Your Now show. It's Freedom Friday, and I just want to say I am so excited about it. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm Yolanda Langford, your co-host, and they call me Lady-O.
That's right, Lady-O, Lady-O, Lady-O.
That's my
What
new
you
theme
sipping on?
song. I'm sipping on some tea today, baby, because he's coming in and giving us the tea about the Jazz.
Yes, it's Jazz St. Louis.
Today's show has been sponsored by Conley Financial Group, where they offer holistic insurance solutions for your business and personal benefit challenges.
Well, I'm excited about Friday because you know what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Y'all know we like to sing because we can't sing, but we're going to give it to you on a Friday.
Yes. That's what Freedom Friday is all about. Feeling free, feeling smooth.
Yes.
That's
smooth.
what it's all about.
Girl, you snuck that in there smooth like in jazz.
Yes. Well, you know what? You know we got Jazz St. Louis in the house, don't we?
Yes, we have Gene Dobbs Bradford, President and CEO of Jazz St. Louis, coming on, and he has some exclusives.
Well, you know what? I love some exclusives. And you know, when you think about falling in love with the fall, you think about jazz and blues. Such a fan. I'm going to make sure I get my membership.
Me too. And I was introduced very young by my Aunt Cynthia. Boy, she'd get that incense burning and that jazz playing.
Oh, yes. Bradford, Marcellus, my dad always, everything, Chuck Mangione, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're telling our age.
I like to tell my age, girl, it's all good.
All right. Well, you know what? Y'all just stay tuned because when we return, get ready for our Own Your Now cup of affirmations. And our motivational song of the day is sponsored by Fraser Automotive. Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive. The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time.
Hi, this is Gene Dobbs Bradford, President and CEO of Jazz St. Louis. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
So we're back, and it's time for our Own Your Now cup of affirmation word of the day. Today's word is simply breathe. That's right, y'all. When you think about the journey, oftentimes we're like, we just gotta move, we gotta move. And the best way to move is to make sure that you also take some time to just sit back and take some deep breaths inside and out. That's the one thing that we take for granted. But we got to make sure that we take some time to take some deep breaths and be what, Lady-O?
You got to live your life and be your best self.
Be your best self, y'all. So let's take our Own Your Now motivational meditation moment of the day. It's Best Self by Lady Bree. Everybody take some deep breaths in and out. Feel that?
Yes, ma'am.
Deep breath in. We're going to take our left arms up, reach into the sky,
Get your little sunshine.
bring them down, right arm up, stretch to the sky, and down. Slowly. Center yourselves, everybody. Both arms up. Breathe.
Concentrate and breathe. Let me take it a little slow.
Yes. Reach out to your friends. Breathe. And what do we say? Hug yourself.
Hug yourself.
Yes. Take a collective deep breath.
Yes.
In. Release. How does that feel?
It feels fantastic, and I love just taking time to realize you're breathing because it's so
That's
automatic.
Right. That's right. And you know what? It's also time for us to take time for some vibrant vibes, birthday shout outs and celebrations. Who are we celebrating today?
First, our Vibrant Vibes are being sponsored by McKinney Group Wealth Management. And, drum roll, darling, we are sending out Vibrant Vibes to everyone who is attending Grambling State University's homecoming, my alma mater. Baby, they have a good time.
Yes.
And you know, last year we didn't have homecoming like we normally do. But look out, we're going to do it safely. But go out and have fun, everyone from Grambling State University. Travel safe and have a great time.
I'm going to get to one of those homecomings.
Eventually, I'm going to bring her along. She'll have a good time. But just in case he's watching, happy birthday, Shaggy.
All right, Shaggy.
What's he say? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And you know, I want to shed a little light on International Stuttering Awareness Day. You know, sometimes, especially with young kids, it can be a little bit hard for them in school.
Yes.
But you know, we have to become aware and sensitive and be kind.
Yes. Not only that, just give everybody time.
Yes.
You know, that's what it's all about. We're going to make sure that we give you all a little bit of time, but just a little, because when we return, we will talk to Jean Dobbs Bradford. You know what? Sponsored by Kids World North. And as promised, we have the Jean Dobbs Bradford, President and CEO of Jazz St. Louis. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Well, let me tell you, that voice in the morning sounds like a melody. I love it. I love it. Well, what gets you started in the morning? What's in your cup?
Oh, I usually have some Earl Grey tea. I used to drink coffee, but I find that it gets me a little too edgy. You know, I get like
you're
that,
cool, brother.
I get that real fast burst, but then I get the crash as well.
Yes, well,
So,
you know, we got to keep you cool and
That's right.
smooth throughout
That's
the day.
right.
Because
Smooth
we are
throughout the
talking
day.
about jazz.
Yes.
We are talking about jazz.
After all.
Yes, you should try the smooth breakfast blend. That might get you going. You always can do decaf, you know.
I
Yes.
could, and I have before.
Well,
but-
you know, we want to just say congratulations on your most recent Arts and Education Council's Excellence in Awards, an Arts Award, Jazz St. Louis. It was
Yes.
formerly Jazz Bistro.
Yeah, Jazz
right?
at the Bistro, that's right.
Talk to us about all of the things that you've been doing, leading to the change and the growth, reflecting performances, education, community. Tell us why.
Sure. So when I started at this organization back in 1999, I know, it was called Jazz at the Bistro, and basically it was just an organization that presented jazz concerts. They really didn't have much in the way of a education program.
Yes.
But I had just worked for the St. Louis Symphony, and one thing that we had talked about a lot as an organization is that you really can't just present great music on the stage and expect the community to feel a sense of connection to you. You really have to find ways to connect with the community in more tangible ways. And so much like at the Symphony and many other not-for-profit organizations, we started to develop educational programs to get the musicians who were performing on the Jazz at the Bistro stage out into the community. And over time that grew into programs that were for students who were wanting to learn the music, and it grew from there. And at one point, as we would go out to try to raise money, because we are a not-for-profit organization,
Yes,
you know.
we
I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
I didn't.
very much
Yes.
so. It got very difficult for us to go out and say, will you support Jazz at the Bistro? Because people thought, well, why would I want to give philanthropic support to a jazz club? Even though, that's something that's really changing. So we changed the name to Jazz St. Louis in 2006 to better reflect the full nature of what we were doing as an organization, because it's not just the great performances. Although I will tell you
Tell us.
that the artists that we bring in are the best jazz artists in the world. We've had everybody from Diana Krall has played there, Harry Connick Jr., Wynton Marsalis, Branford Marsalis, Al Jarreau, Ahmad Jamal, Ray Brown, the legends, right?
Oh,
they've all
definitely.
played there, and I can't tell you what a treat it is.
Yes.
Because growing up, if you could see little high school Gene Dobbs Bradford
Yes!
with my Jerry
He's been
curl
in
and
this
everything,
already.
With the Jerry curl.
popping around, right?
He's telling his age,
listening to
y'all.
Sonny Rollins, right?
Yes.
And then here I have an opportunity to present him at the 2 Hill one year, and there he is, my hero, right?
Wow.
Or seeing Ray Brown, because I used to play bass in school, and Ray Brown is like the legend. He played Frank Sinatra and pretty much everybody, right?
Yes.
So there he was, right? My hero on stage.
circle.
Wait a minute,
And,
I think you also played the harmonica, right?
I do play the harmonica. Yeah.
Tracy does her research. Tracy does her research.
Yeah, so when I was a music student, I was, you couldn't major. I went to the Eastman School of Music, which is a very, very good music school. And you couldn't major in jazz as an undergrad. So they had a lot of bass players there who were really good because they were master's students. And so they were getting all the gigs. And so I said, well, if I want a gig, I better figure something out. So I said, well, if I get a harmonica, then I can just get my own blues band together and we can pick up some work.
And that's what you did.
Jazz and
That's what we
blues.
did.
I love it.
That's what we
I
did.
love it. Well, I love an exclusive on the show. So I hear something's going on with a reopening. There's some things we need to know.
Absolutely.
Tell us all about it.
Well, you can imagine that it's been quite the 18 months,
Yes, it
right?
has been.
And we shut down in March of 2020, just like everybody else.
Yes, we did. Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, those early days, it was pretty rough going, right? We didn't know how long it was going to last. We didn't know how we were going to make it through, just like a lot of other folks. But we got a lot of support from the community. We're still here, and we're back. We're coming back. We planned this. We've got a great season, the 2021-22 season. And, we're doing some things that are making it as safe as possible. We say it's time to live it up.
Yes,
right?
it is.
But we said we want to live it up safely.
Absolutely.
And so we are requiring proof of vaccination for people
Makes
who come in.
sense. That's right.
And some people choose not to get vaccinated, but you could also show us a negative COVID test.
Makes
So
sense.
you have
Safe.
those
We gotta be safe.
right, because we're bringing people together. It's a small space. It's 200-seat venue, which I think is a perfect.
It
The
is.
perfect.
Intimate.
Yes,
It is.
exactly. Right.
It's intimate.
Because jazz is a music that you, as an audience member, participate in.
Yes,
right?
you feel it.
So it's not just like in my old band, the St. Louis Symphony. You'll sit in the audience and you'll listen, and then when the time is right, you clap.
Yes.
And there's a lot of arguments about when that is, because I don't mind people clapping in between movements, but some people are really
understand.
But the jazz musicians actually take the response that the crowd's giving.
Yes.
And that influences the way that they play. So if and I've seen the same band on a night where the crowd is a little more hip, right? To what's they send some energy up to the stage, and then that
Energy
changes
is
the way
everything.
Absolutely.
that the
Energy is
musicians play. So
everything.
you're a part of it. So if you ever listen to, we do live streams all the time. So that's something and you can go to our YouTube channel and check that out. But you'll hear, the audience reacting now that we're doing concerts with audiences again. We did during the pandemic, we had what we called the Season of Stream. Yes. Which we brought local artists in to basically record performances, and we were able to provide work for a lot of musicians during that time. And I think we had well over 40 performances that we recorded.
That's St. Louis. We take care of each other.
Yes. Exactly. I mean, that's something
community.
We have to do.
We
have to do that.
We absolutely do have to do that.
But they didn't have an audience, right? So we didn't have the audience there. So you'll watch those and you want to hear the applause, you want to hear the interaction, and you won't get that. But what you will get is you're going to get some fantastic music from some of the best jazz musicians in St. Louis.
But we're back. We're back.
And we're going to be continuing to do our streaming programs, and that's going to include both the artists who are touring nationally, but also our St. Louis artists.
You have a new creative advisor.
Yes, very, very exciting. So one of the things that we realized was that we need to stay current, right? Jazz is a music that's ever evolving.
Yes,
if you look at somebody like somebody who is right from East St. Louis, right? Miles Davis.
Yes.
If you look at the progression of his career, you see him going from playing, in the very traditional quintets to branching out into fusion and then into something that can only be described as Miles, right?
Miles, one word, yes.
And that's the way the music is. It's a way, it takes the popular music of the day and incorporates it and finds a way to make it, to keep it fresh. So we said to ourselves, we're not really as good at keeping it with so much, sometimes you get your own focus. We need somebody who can come in and give us a creative vision that's going to help to bring new elements into what we program.
Keep it fresh.
That's right.
Keep it live.
Yes.
So we were able to get this fantastic artist. He's worked with everybody. He's worked with folks like Jay-Z and Common and D'Angelo and Gary Clark Jr. And Robert Glasper. I mean, he just works with a lot of really talented artists, and they really respect him because of his artistry. And the best part, in my humble opinion, is that he grew up in Ferguson.
Yes.
His name is Keon Harold,
and
he's a trumpet player. And I can remember when I first started at Jazz, he was getting ready to go off to college, and we held a little fundraiser for him. It was actually an organization called the Crusaders for Jazz.
Okay. Yes.
And they did a little fundraiser for him and another artist named Kim Thompson, who's gone on to play in Beyonce's band.
Oh, just dropping those names. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Gary Clark Jr.
When you think about this, jazz is really like a story. You could tell he's such a storyteller.
Yes.
And bringing everybody all in, the audience and everything. And just the fact that you going full circle, bringing a young man from Ferguson, and now he's being the creative director. You also, you talked about it earlier, all of your educational programs.
Yes.
We have a nonprofit that focuses on girls, but you have the academy, and you bring these kids in. Just talk to us a little bit about why, I say STEAM because art is so important, all of the arts, but why is that educational program so important?
Well, I always think that one of the reasons why we started doing education programs is that I think that not everybody knows about jazz, right? But everybody knows about helping kids to reach their potential.
That part.
And to find their thing.
Yes.
Right?
Everyone needs to find their thing. I'll take that.
So for me, music was my thing. And I had a great teacher who helped me to find that. And it's been, if it weren't for Louis Dutrow, my band director in Wild Lake High School in Columbia, Maryland, I wouldn't enjoy the wonderful life that I have right now.
Wow.
Because he helped me to find something that was mine, and we want to help students to do that. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be jazz musicians.
Correct.
But the things that you teach when you start teaching jazz, discipline, cooperation, right?
Yes.
Teamwork.
Responsibility.
Listening.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, man.
Because if you're on stage with a group of musicians, you can, and you're just playing, and you're not listening to what the other cats are doing, then
Oh, he said other cats.
Yeah, the other cats. I like that.
You know what?
He's so
Boy,
cool.
that's something, that's
I
something.
love it. Well, you know, you've given us so much information today. I want to ask you, what is your affirmation word?
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Perseverance. And I
Perseverance.
think it's really very appropriate these days. But for me, that's been the one thing, because I think when we started off, I wanted to create an organization here in town that would be thought of in the same regard as organizations like the Symphony
Yes.
or like Opera Theater, right? And I thought it would take maybe 5 years, or so
What a
to get there.
journey.
And it took a little longer than
That's
that.
okay. Perseverance.
But we're there,
Yes.
I mean, I think people recognize that jazz is an important part of the cultural landscape of our community. And
is.
I really feel very, very pleased that with the help of a lot of support from the St. Louis community, we've been able to build something that I think is a model for
It
what you
is.
can do in other communities.
It really
It
is.
truly is an absolutely beautiful space.
Yes.
Yes.
You know you're somewhere special.
Top
when
5
you
rooms
walk
in the world.
Yes, I want to get membership. I want to make sure it's time
Oh,
for us
hold
to
on.
come
Is
back.
subscription still
We
available?
Yes, they are.
We have a subscription series that goes through
Okay.
May. But even though it's already started, you can still get subscriptions.
Yes.
And hey,
Yes.
the holidays are coming up, right?
Yes.
So if there's a jazz lover in your life,
Yes, it
then you
is.
can get
I do
a
have a
four
jazz
you
love.
can get a subscription with as few as four concerts.
That's it. That's it. I want to shout out when I was in middle school. Well, if they called it middle school, because it was K through 8.
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
telling our ages, and I probably had a Jerry curl at the time. But my band instructors were the Bosman twins. And when you talk about
okay.
perseverance, every time that I see a musician, they've been doing this forever.
Yes.
They've been doing it forever.
Still going strong. Doing the Bosman.
The
is what they
Bosman.
call it. Doing the Bosman.
Yeah, yeah.
Leaning back.
Yes.
Yes.
And we get
Yes.
our hankies out at the end.
I love it. I love it.
Well, we want to thank you. We want to thank you. And to all of our owners, you all know that Gene Dobbs Bradford, President and CEO of Jazz St. Louis, is the truth. Y'all know what? It's time for us to live it
Yes.
up. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
We believe that beauty on the outside is a direct reflection of what you feel on the inside, so we provide a therapeutic session aesthetically and mentally through conversation, makeup, hair, and clothing stylist services, followed by an amazing photography session that will leave you with the confidence and self-esteem that has been there all along. Book your session with us today at renaissancetjs.com.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
So we're back with our Own Your Now flow. We want to give a special shout out to our guest today, Mr. Bradford, Jazz St. Louis, y'all. Get ready, get ready, get ready, because they got so much going on. Lady O, wasn't it just exciting to you ready to feel the jazz?
Yes, girl. I said it was extraordinary, darling.
Yes,
It was
yes.
extraordinary, darling.
I'm going to make sure that I'm there. I have everything ready. I'm ready to give them my card and just make sure that
Get
I'm
your
there to fill it
subscription.
all. I'm ready to live it up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Safely.
Safely.
What is your affirmation word for
Well,
today?
you know what you just said, it live. We gotta get back to living a full life. Breathe, live, be vibrant. So my word today is live.
That's right, y'all. So make sure that you all think about what the value of making sure that you take a deep breath. When we say take deep breaths in and out, that's what it's all about. But you know what? It's also about perseverance. Perseverance is key because when you persevere, then you can live your best life and we can all live it up. So until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And you know what? Remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength arose in me and said,
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
look.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe